Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Richard, the traveling messenger. I call myself the messenger because I always like to add a bit of perspective to what I discover. So if you want to see a bit of your country, Australia is my turf too. So you just follow me. You just have a look of what I've got to show. I've been traveling in my third year now. Until now, I'm actually visiting the most remote places just for nature. And nature is what we are all in a way lacking. Most of us live in cities, so nature is what we are lacking, and I will give you a lot of pictures. Wherever I go, I pull out my camera and to take a picture of it. So you will get lots to see and get to learn where to go. At the moment, I'm at the Flinders Ranges. They are, believe it or not, you probably know, they are amongst the oldest mountain range in the world. They started to appear from the earth crust more than 600 million years ago. And the visible geological history still goes back 350 million years. I mean, it's a time span. If I would try hard, I'd say I could make sense of about 1,000 years, maybe two, just sort of imagining what that would be like, that time span. But 1,000,000 years and over that is totally beyond my comprehension. And I imagine beyond your comprehension. Even the 30, 40 and more thousand years that Aboriginals lived in this country is beyond our comprehension. And the Flinders Ranges are definitely very, very impressive. Aboriginal people have been here for at least 30,000 years. And they left us some stories and some cave wall paintings that are very impressive. I will give you a few pictures about those too. So currently I'm in the Parachilna Gorge, which is the northern part of the Flinders Ranges. And I've been climbing some rocky hills here to find that there are rock slabs that you can still see how they curved out of the earth's crust like a soft clay slab. So there must have been forces at work that we can't even imagine. And here we are, because we are so short-lived, with the ability to walk in amongst all that movement. Everything's in change, everything's in flux. And so are we. You know that about 10 million cells per second die in our body and are reborn to give us a new existence, a brand new existence. I mean, these cells are so small that we can't even see them with the naked eye. But don't you believe that we are something solid? We are in flux. We are changing like the whole rest of it. And this perspective of being born into this world, and that the leaving of the body is more than is currently imagined it could be. It's much more. We are a traveling soul, and not just a traveling messenger for the time being. So I'm looking forward to see you next time. Goodbye for now. And off into the Flinders Ranges. These are the first impressions that I got from the side of the road reaching there. Looks almost a bit like the Lord of the Rings, and it's certainly as old as that mystical story. This is my caravan. And a new view towards some promised caves that are supposed to have been painted some 30,000 years ago by the local Aboriginal people called Atnaya Mantana. Very difficult to pronounce. Here is the main cave. It has been artistically covered from vandalism. And as we just see in a minute, this is another cave. I go around the corner and it opens up, and whatever was visible there was vandalized and destroyed. Here I am on my way to the center of the national park. There's another 10 kilometers of dirt road down this track to get to my first campsite along the creek, which also makes the golden spike, as they called it, visible. That represents the point of 350 million years of history. And here's my caravan parked on the side of the creek. You can imagine once water comes down this way, you better want to move out. And the morning at Parachilna Gorge, I climbed up this rocky hill to find astounding remnants of this ancient, look at the slabs, look at these big rocky slabs that came out of the earth like being soft as clay. And the glorious morning is throwing its light towards the hills in the distance, some of them lighting up the great flat that is opening behind the gorge. Here you can see the winding road leading out of the gorge into the great Australian desert. And the first light is showing the dust. We've got another 10 kilometers down this dirt road to get to Parachilna, where we hit bitumen again, all the way up to Marie near Lake Eyre. And the magnificent Flinders Ranges, here in its northern part, is lifting its peaks up to the sky, welcoming us to have a look at something that provided for us to appear.